I really hope I get to have a successful music career, and I know it's not easy. It's also not easy that I'm also a porn star that's trying to do music, but everyone who's ever accomplished anything special in their life has pushed boundaries. It's always something. It's always something with my whole. I'm Troye Jacobs. I'm 20 years old. I'm a porn model, and I live in New York City. When I used to watch porn growing up, I would always think about like what's happening behind the camera. And I remember I watched a YouTube video on porn models getting ready to go on set. It was so interesting to me. I saw them putting on their makeup. I saw them getting ready with scripts, and behind the scenes, it looked like backstage, like on a studio set. And it was so crazy to me that all this work went into sex.
Oh, Troy, go.
There was always kind of like this little thought in the back of my head that was like, what if I did porn? It excited me, and here I am. Being on a porn set isn't very hot behind the scenes. Usually everybody's just sleeping or on their phone or eating candy or something. I love being a porn actor because I get to tell stories and perform and connect with the other models on this really intimate level. I'm a sexual person, so being able to share that with the world is really validating and exciting for me. I think since starting porn, I've gotten a lot better at sucking dick, to be honest. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. I love working with Himeros. My favorite shoot this week was probably the shoot I had in the church with Ray and Jack. I was laying on the altar while they were dressed as priests and kind of were told to worship my body. This is such a special shoot because, yes, we have sex and it's amazing, but we're so connected to the models before we go into a scene. I definitely feel like I have better sex when I'm connected to the other person, and with the morning exercises, it helps with that so much. Can I take your arm and put it around you like this?
Yeah.
And literally just sit like this?
Yeah. Your head on my shoulder.
Okay. The morning workshops are really beneficial to me to connect with my scene partner, to connect with my body before a scene, or just notice how I'm feeling that day. It's very important to communicate with the other person, what you like, what you don't like, so everything flows naturally. The position for fucking, I would just prefer if I could get out of this position. If I flip over, or maybe have my ass hanging off the edge and be a missionary or something.
It's your request, yeah.
When your partner doesn't listen to you, I figured out is the #1 thing that makes sex bad. And now I work with people that sex is their job and they know how to have great sex. So I'm so happy. Well, that's the magic of a shower after douching. Were you saying douching can take 5 minutes?
It can take 5. There's days
it's
where
either perfect or it's a massacre.
Where was today on that scale?
Today was a little journey. It was a journey. It's kind of been a difficult journey for me. When I left school, several people told me, you're never gonna work again, you're never gonna be able to do this again, you're never gonna sing again, you're never gonna act again, you're never gonna get cast in something again. Honestly, I'm ready for a sexual renaissance to happen. We need, people to start recognizing that sex work is work and hard work. I think people that view porn stars as objects need to realize that we're just like anyone else. I feel so funny saying this as a porn star that I have to explain that I have emotions and feelings is it's something that people should take into consideration more often, in my opinion. I feel really determined to fight the stigma of porn. I think it's something that I want to center my career around moving forward.
Okay, I just want to run the tune again.
For sure.
This time be conscious about taking it slow.
I love being a porn actor, but I also want people to know that it's not my life 24/7 and that there are other sides to me, like my music and my acting, and it's really nice and special when someone can recognize that. Growing up, I always would watch musicals with my sisters. That's when I started singing, and in school I was involved with theater, and now I write my own music.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
I actually just wrote a new song and recorded it in a studio, and it's coming out soon, so maybe I could sing a little bit of that for you. I'm dripping in diamonds, it feels like I'm flying. You take away my pain. I'm crying gold teardrops, I know that I won't stop. I'll never be the same. I think it gives me an advantage to be able to say that, hey, I did porn and now I want to be a singer, and that's that. I think it makes me special, and I think people are gonna be shocked. Porn actors should be able to achieve anything they want to do in life, and I don't think that porn needs this heavy stigma anymore. I think the world needs to evolve past that, and I think sex workers and porn actors deserve that. No one's ever made me feel this way. Now I'm speechless, got nothing to say. I'm dripping in diamonds tonight. Oh.